30th of September, and here's Poppy right on cue because we can't have a video without Poppy in it. Yes, and this is my September update for my cross stitch. Although I've only actually got one whip to show you because that's all I've done all month. I've been totally obsessed with it. However, I do have my craft room tour, and this is where I am at the moment, in my craft room. And there's a cross stitch, which that's one that I did for Emmy when she was a baby. Yes, Emmy has now moved to university, and she's having a great time. She's got a job. She works 2 days a week in an all-day Christmas shop. Kitty butt. Always kitty butts in my floss tubes. Yeah, she works 2 days a week in a Christmas shop, which is just right up her street because sorry, Poppy's knocking things everywhere now. That's all my stuff piled there. Can you not go and find something else to do? No, I don't think she's happy anyway because she was asleep on this chair and I've had to move her. But yeah, we're in my craft room, so I have done a craft room tour for you, so I'll be inserting that later. First things first, we had a giveaway last month. The giveaway was for this lovely 45 pocket floss buddy, which I've got upside down, which has the pockets on this side which you can put your pattern in and what have you, and 45 pockets on this side. And in fact I love it so much I've actually bought one for myself. So I know Karina's already made it, but I'm going to be trialling a new product for her, which is very interesting, and it's a brilliant idea. I don't really know if I can say anything about it yet, so I won't do, but look out for that on upcoming videos. So she's going to send it me along with this. But yeah, I loved it so much I just had to, so I bought one for myself. But I did the YouTube random comment picker. I did it on my phone before I started recording, so you'll have to take it with me. And I'm very excited to say the winner is Half Stitch Cross Stitch. That's Dina, and she's won one of my giveaways before. So Dina, this is going to be coming to you. I will comment on your comment, but if you see this video first, if you can get in touch with me, I'll put my email address in the description box below, because I don't think I've got your address anymore because it was quite a while ago, I think, when you won the last giveaway. But yeah, this lovely floss buddy is coming to you, and you'll be my floss buddy twin because I'll have one as well. So yeah, well done Dina. So you'll just have to take my word for it that I did do that honestly, and Dina's name just happened to be the first one who came up, who'd commented about what her favourite animal is, and Dina's favourite animal is a dog, which is also one of my favourite animals. So yeah. So whips. Yeah, we'll do whips next. So I should make notes, shouldn't I, like the rest of you, but I'm not that professional. I didn't quite reach my goal on my whip. I wanted to finish the second row, and to be honest, just before we do it, let's have a little health update. I've not been good this past month, because as well as having EDS, fibromyalgia, ME, that all cause chronic fatigue, I'm also anemic, which I have mentioned before. I have finally, because I had a blood test a couple of weeks ago and my iron levels have dropped even more, so the doctor has finally started me on iron. Can't say I notice any difference yet, but I'm just falling asleep all the time. And in fact, I have some days where, because I get up quite early, my carer comes, well, she's here for about 6 o'clock, 6 AM. She gets me up about 7ish perhaps, but I'm usually up and about quite early, but then by 9 I'm dropping off to sleep again, and then I can be like that for the whole of the day, you know, sort of awake for half an hour or so and then off again, and yeah, it's just like that. And I've just been, I'm sorry, you've got the sun coming in. It was meant to be a really dull and grey day today, but the sun's decided to come out. But yeah, I've not been good. So because I've been sleeping a lot, my stitching has been suffering, because I literally fall asleep with a needle in my hand. I think there's only been 2 days, I think, where I've not stitched at all. But even on my bad days I do try and get a bit in, and I know Saturday I wasn't so good, but I started doing this time tracker thing and I think I managed to get about 3 hours in on Saturday of stitching, which I know to most of you sounds amazing, but when you consider that I'm sat on my backside all day and I'm stitching literally from 8 AM onwards, then 3 hours isn't so good. But anyway, sidetracked. Yeah, so my goal my goal was to finish the second row. Didn't quite get there, but you will see in a minute how close I did get to it. But I'll insert a picture of where I was last time here. And this is where I am now, and this is the first time I've seen it off the Q-snaps. So since last time I finished, I'm trying to think, I finished page 6, then I did page 7, then page 8, and I'm just on page 9 here. Page 9 ends about here, and page 10 is literally just one column, and that's all. But look, she has a face. My fairy has a face and she has wings. And she looks so pretty. But when this row's done, I'm just about halfway, because that will be page 10. There's actually 25 pages, but the last 5 pages at the bottom, there's hardly anything on them. And in fact, when you get to page 25, I think there's less than 200 stitches on it. So yeah, so she'll nearly be half done when I finish this row. But yeah. So that's her, and she's took all my attention this month. So I've done, is it 3 pages? Almost 3 pages, I think, since I last saw you. I've worked out I can actually do, if I can sit down and concentrate properly without falling asleep, I can actually do as much as my mum, and I can do a page in about 6 days. I've worked out, but staying awake for 6 days without falling asleep is another thing. So update on Mum's whip, she's almost finished. She's just got 2 pages left. So maybe, well, definitely by the time I film my next Floss tube video, she will have finished hers. I've not got a progress picture for you now, simply because Mum's phone is one of my really old phones, and it doesn't take good pictures, and even if she could take a decent picture on it, she can't send it to me. Her contract doesn't support like picture sending and what have you, and she's just on pay as you go. So just let me have a slip at it. Well, today's mug, I forgot to show you, is addicted to cross stitch, and I think we all are, aren't we? I've just got a cup of tea in there, just traditional English tea, which is black tea with some milk. Some people have sugar, I don't, but yeah, it's just black tea with the drop of milk. So, FFOs, I've got 3 FFOs, none of which were finished this month. There's my chatelaine and then 2 others which I'll show you. But first of all, I'll show, look at that, I've got cat, is that a cat hair? Oh no, it's a piece of thread. They get everywhere, don't they? But yeah, I took a video of my chatelaine simply because it's too big and heavy for me to be able to bring it in here to show you, and I'd never get it back up on the wall without somebody here. So I took a video of it. I just apologise because I tried it in various lights, various times of the day, curtains open, curtains shut, lights on, lights off, and I just can't seem to get, because it's such a big window in my living room and it takes up most of one wall, I just can't get a decent video of it. But anyway, I shall insert that video here. Here is my beautiful chatelaine, all framed and on the wall, and I apologise for the glare, but I've tried various times of the day. I've tried curtains open, curtains shut, lights on, lights off, and I can't get away from the glare. But there she is. I don't know why I call her she. Well, there you go. So like inside there's like a silvery gold mount, followed by black and a black frame. I wasn't sure about the black mount. It was the woman in the shop who said that. Mum chose the inner one, and then the woman in the shop said black, and I wasn't so sure, but I have to say I think she was right, because we didn't want to take away from the picture. But whenever I look up at her, like various times of the day in different lights, there's always something that sparkles. Yeah, and there she is. Isn't she lovely? I just absolutely love her to bits. You know, like when I'm sat stitching and I'll look up at her, and I don't know why I call her her. I don't know it, but she's a her. But you know, like the light catches various bits and sparkles, but the woman in the shop loved it, and in fact she said there was somebody else who'd come in with a couple of cross stitches to be framed, and she was showing them my chatelaine, and the girl apparently knew exactly what it was, you know, chatelaine, and she was saying, oh, they're expensive. They are. But well worth all the effort that goes into it, I can assure you. So that was one FFO. The second one I'll show you, it was a re-FFO. I showed it you last month, and it was in a really big frame and I wasn't happy with it, so I got a smaller frame. It's just a little sheep. It's really cute, and I meant to have it in here, but the wood actually goes perfectly in my bedroom, so he just now sits. See, this one's a he. He just sits on my bedside table, looking gorgeous. So yeah, that's a re-FFO. And then this other FFO, I actually finished this 2 years ago. I don't think I ever showed it on this channel, but when I was doing my vlogging channel, I did show. It was a Lakeside Needlecraft Stitch Along, one of their Christmas ones. And with Stitch Along, one of these, I have to keep up with them, because it just messes with my head if I don't keep up with the Stitch Along. So whenever I've done one, you know, Mystery Stitch Along, I've always kept up with it and I've always finished it. So here, and I can't remember the name of it for my life, and don't look at the back, it's really bad. A bit difficult with glare. But there. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a mark on the fabric, and I tried to get it off and couldn't. I was ironing it but couldn't get that middle line out of it for love nor money. But looks gorgeous. Now what you can't tell is I've blinged it up a bit. There was already some bling in it, and to be honest, it's that long ago since I stitched it, I can't remember what was charted and what extra I put in. But I think the purple bling was some that I put in myself. And like all the lights there are all in bling. The little snowflake is all blinging. Little cat by the fire. Oh, and it's so cute. So yeah. So that, I don't want to have to put it away, but yeah, I'm going to put it away and I'm going to get it out every Christmas. There is also another Christmas stitch piece that I did even longer ago than that I want to turn into a pillow. But now I have my little sewing table, which you'll see when I show you the craft room tour. Now I have a proper sewing table. I'm going to do that. I can actually do pillows. Like I'm not a sewer by any means. I wish I was. I really do. I would love to learn. I wish I could afford a teacher to come out to my house and show me what to do, because there are actually lessons in the town where I live, but I'd have to go to them, and of course I can't get out of my house very well, and I'd need somebody with me, and my dad's not going to want to sit through a sewing lesson. And I don't like asking him anyway. But yeah, I just wish I could afford a teacher to come and teach me. But I can do pillows. So it's an old Frosted Pumpkin stitchery. It was one of their Christmas stitch-alongs. No idea what year, 2014, 2015, maybe even 2016, but I think it's older than that, I don't know. But it's lovely. It's like a long thing, and I thought it'd make a nice pillow. And I've got that hollow fibre stuff that you fill them with. I've got that coming out my ears, so I can definitely stuff it. Yeah, so that's my FFOs. Right, now we'll do haul. I'm still getting through the haul. When I had that really bad month, was it August, when I just ordered all the things. I've still got bits and bobs coming in. So let's just dig my hand in and see what comes out randomly. Piece of fabric, first of all. You know me, I'm sorry I don't get them out of the plastic because I'd never get them back in again. This is a 32 count Murano. It's from Chromatic Alchemy. It's their fabric of the month, and it's cumulatus, something like that. You see it on there. It's an 18 by 26. Lovely blue sparkly fabric. And that's that. Then, oh, let's do some more fabric. Right, this is my Jodrey Designs fabric of the month, which is Pixie Potion. And then I've got the Pixie Potion, I think it's that one, the Pixie Potion thread of the month. And then I've got a bonus thread, which is a club exclusive, which is Aurora Australis. Isn't that pretty? Those are so my colours, they really are. Purples and pinks. Chuck in a bit of blue and you'd definitely have me. So that was the was that the Rainbow Club? No, this one's the Rainbow Club. We've got blue this month, so all in blues this month. And then I got my piece of fabric that I ordered on the 4th of June. Finally came from the Crafty Kitten. Although I have heard there's been some problem getting hold of Joblin. I know when the Crafty Kitten said it, and then I heard it on, it was somebody else in Australia. I can't remember who it was. Felicity in Australia was saying she's had to wait a long time. So there seems to be a problem getting hold of Joblin. But anyway, this is Amethyst. Oh, here's Charlie. Oh, another kitty butt. And this, yeah, 32 count Joblin, 25 by 27 Amethyst, and that's a plain one, that's not sparkly. Because I keep thinking I've got so many sparkly fabrics, I need more plain ones. But I have decided at the end of the year I am going to cancel my fabric of the month clubs. As much as I don't want to, but I've got fabric coming out my ears. I'm still in a thread of the month club with Lakeside Needlecraft, which is the I'll say thread of the month. I'm doing the week's dye works thread where you pay a certain amount every month and you get so many skeins, and then over the course of time you build up the full set. I did that with the DMC and it worked really well. So yeah, anyway, I digress. Now I got, oh, where's my other one? I got 2 bags from, I won't put it in there, have I? No, where's my other one? I got 2 bags from, oh, here it is, from the lovely Caroline, who's Off the Grid Needle Arts. I don't think she watches me, and her company is Evertote, and I got 2 of her bags. This one, I think it was the summer one. It's the large one, and it's upside down there. And along with that came a little matching accessory bag. So we've just got like a peachy colour in there, and then it's just white inside. I like the big bags because I do bigger projects, so if I'm on a Q-snap rather than my frames, I like to use an 11 by 11, which is what I've got my Haid on. So that was one, and the other one is this wedge tote. It's a knitting one. This was the Caroline's Fibre Friends podcast that she does. This is their 1st anniversary bag. It's lovely and bright. I don't think I showed you this last month, but I could be right. I hope I'm not repeating myself. It came with 2 sock yarns. Oh, yeah, I don't think I'm repeating myself, but these are hardwood base sock yarn, 75% SW merino. I don't know what SW means. 25% nylon, and they're by Old Oak Yarns. Yeah, they've got that beautiful, I mean, can you imagine some socks with that? It's going to be amazing. And that beautiful one, and in fact you could coordinate, you know, if you did like the sock in that colour and the heels in that colour, because it's got something like that lime green inside. This one is called, oh yeah, I didn't tell you the colourway. That one's called Fool, and this one's April Fool. Yeah, so those are lovely. So I can put those away now. Oh, and it came with this little, like a progress keeper, a little bee, which I've just put on as a zip pull at the moment. So that's that. Then, oh, I also got two sock blocker things. You wouldn't believe the difficulty I had finding sock blockers for my size feet. I have ridiculously small feet. My feet are so small that I can buy children's shoes, which is great because they don't put any tax on children's shoes, so they're a lot cheaper. But trying to find sock blockers, because the children's sock blockers were smaller, and of course all adult sock blockers started larger. So yeah, because my foot is UK size 2.5 to 3, which is tiny. I think in European is that about a 34? I think in European, and I don't know what it is in any other country, but they're small. The amount of times when I have a podiatrist come to me, because I have problems with my toes, but I have podiatrists come to me, oh, aren't your feet small? They are. Yeah. Oh, I should have picked this bag up. In fact, let's put it in front of me. Right, so next, oh, we have, now why did I get that? I got because it had to travel with something. What did it travel with? I can't remember. But I bought this because it had to travel with something, because you know, like nothing can travel alone. I bought this from Lakeside Needlecraft, and it's an Ursula Michael design, and it's about the Rainbow Bridge. There's no longer by my side, forever in my heart. We will meet at Rainbow Bridge, and we will never be apart. Got a little paw print there, so I thought that was really nice. But I can't remember what I bought for that. Oh, was it a piece of fabric? Might have just been a piece of fabric that I needed for something. But also from Lakeside Needlecraft, that didn't come with that, is my Weeks Dye Works thread of the month, and I've not even looked at these yet. I do have some Weeks Dye Works, but you know, I can't find them. And it's annoying me because, I mean, I've sorted out everything craft room wise, and I can't find them. So it's a good job I'm going to be building up a full set. But I tend to find, if I'm kitting something up myself, that most things that I need to kit up tend to be Weeks Dye Works, which is why I thought it would be good if I had some. I do the more expensive ones. How many threads a month do I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, is it 16? I think I get. Floppy's now lying in the middle of the floor. Charlie's sunbathing in the window. I'm not going to go through them all separately because we'll be here for ages, but look at the loveliness of Weeks Dye Works. But yeah, so I think these are A's and B's. So it's like the way that Trish at 3L Threads does hers, going through the alphabet. So yeah, those are my first weeks. Well, not first ever, I've used them before, but the first for my collection. So I don't call it a stash anymore, it's a collection. So in fact, I was watching Crafty Lisa, who I'll link below, and she said she couldn't remember her name, but she said she remembered reading a comment about it being called a collection, and she's now calling it her collection. So I've started something there. Yeah, then from America, I'd ordered, yeah, I need to tell you about that. I'd ordered a piece of, no, not a piece, it was, names, honestly, brain fog. The sparkly thread that's not Rainbow Gallery that I can't think of. Anyway, it was a size 8, and I could not find it in the UK for love nor money, but I did manage to find it on 123 stitch. I've since found out, because Kate from Lakeside Needlecraft had seen my last video, and she messaged me and said if I can't find anything, just email her and she'll get it for me. So I'm like, wish I'd known that. I never thought to email Kate at all. But if any of you in this country, or out of the country, if you can't find what you want on Lakeside Needlecraft, just email Kate. She's really good at getting back to you as well. I know when I've emailed her in the past, she gets back to you really quickly. And just ask her and she might be able to get hold of it for you. But I wish I'd known, but never mind. But I've already put that. It was one that I needed for my unicorn chats that I got last month, my Dinky Dye ones. But of course, it couldn't travel all over the Atlantic on its own, so I ordered this. It's a Riola's kit. Isn't it so cute? Oh, I love it. I just love the expression on that little kitten's face as its mum's washing. It's like, get off me, mum. But of course it's fully kitten. Look at the other kitty cat ones as well. That's like my Tammy. It would have been Tammy's birthday today, my dog, if she'd still been around. She would have been 18 if she'd still been around. Well, yeah. Oh, 17. She would have been 17. So that's that. That I need to come to later. These were my Needle Minder of the Month Club from Plan to Stitch. I'm not a Halloween person, so they're really cute and I love them, but I think those will be part of a future giveaway, because I'm just not really... If it'd been a black cat, I would have kept it, but yeah, so those will be a giveaway. Then from... oh, my names today, what's wrong with me? Honestly, I'm going through, I don't mind talking about it, I'm perimenopausal. I am having treatment. I'm not on HRT, but some other kind of treatment. And when they say about your brain just going to mush, it's really true, because I just can't remember anything that I want to say. But I know I'm only young to be going through it, but hey, it's got to happen sometime. So, Silks for You, that was it. Because I don't even remember last month, because I bought, see again, Long Dog Samplers, Death by Cross Stitch, and I'd bought one of my go-to fabrics from Jodrell Designs, which is the Silver Tassels, and I'd ordered a beautiful silk, big hank of silk from Silks to You, and it was purples going into greys. Now, I never thought, you know, grey silk, grey fabric, it's not going to work. So, I ordered another hank, and this, it looks sort of all one colour-ish there, but you can tell there it does have a slight, it's not coming out well in this light. It is quite true to colour, although it's a bit more bluey that I think you're seeing. But it does have a slight variegation to it. But she only had 2 hanks left, and because I wanted to be sure that I had enough, I ordered both of them. Because I thought, even if I don't use both, it's my favourite colour, it's beautiful silk, it's going to get used. And then along with that, she sent a little needle minder, and again, its ears are broken. Its ears were broken on the last one she sent was a sheep. I've got a little cow this time. He's so cute. Her magnets are super strong, so he's going to go there. She is a cow. She's going to go there with her friend. Then I got the Crafty Kitten, another slip of tea, just bear with me. The Crafty Kitten mystery box for, I think this is July's, and you know, I can't remember what country it was. I know it's France that I'm waiting for. And it doesn't say, and I can't remember, but the beautiful colours. First of all, there's the 32 count Joblin. Again, this is a plain one, it's not sparkly. And it's yellows with bits of greens in. And it's called Ratchafruic Blossom. Okay, it's hard to pronounce, but yeah, nice piece of fabric. And then I love this. This is a Karen watercolour. I've not used I've used the silk one. This is a 3-ply Pima cotton, 10 yards or 9 metres, which 9 metres makes more sense to me. And this is in the colour aquamarine. And the colour's beautiful. But it's like, it's got like a funny feel to it. I just love that. The colours are beautiful. And then there was some Rainbow Gallery Petite Silk Lame braid. I've not used that either, but I've heard it's really nice to work with. And again, I love that colour. I love turquoises. And then my favourite brand of thread, Dinky Dyes. Because as well as being Australian, and I love anything Australian, really. I just love Australia. But it's just lovely silk to work with, and the colours are beautiful. And this is lemongrass, and there's 8 metres of that, and that's 6-ply, I think, isn't it, from what I remember. Please excuse my messages pinging. As well, I'm waiting for a delivery from Amazon if the door goes. And then I got some size 8 glass beads from Mill Hill. I've not used the size 8s before actually, so it'll be quite handy to have some of them colouring. To have some of them in my stash. Is there a number? I can't even see a number on them. Strange, but yeah. So that was, and they always come. I love the purple tissue paper. So that was that, and that's it. That's stash or collection. My additions to my collection. So I think now it is time for the craft room tour. I had to record it in several bits, so I'm going to have a lot of editing to do. But yes, I shall insert my craft room tour here. Right, welcome to the first video of the craft room tour. And at the moment, it's not much of a craft room. That's it at the moment. There was bunk beds there. You can still see where the feet marks were. The bunk beds have been donated to a lovely lady and her 2 little girls. Her 2 little girls are now very happy in them. So we've got a few boxes of goodies. That's my recliner chair. That's a hot water brewer thing so I can have a cup of tea. And that's a craft trolley. So this is the remains of the furniture that used to be in my bedroom. It was furniture that was here when I first moved in. And then when I had my bedroom done, moved it into Emmy's room. So I've got a new telephone. I got 4 new telephones, that's one of them. Oh, hey, there's Poppy. Hey, Pops. Always got to make an appearance. Above here, we've got shelves, which I'd already pinched off Emmy. Those are some kits up there. And some patterns, magazines, books, threads, some random cross stitch that I'd done for my nieces. I'll be taking all those down. But yeah, at the moment this is the back of the house and the sun is on the front of the house in an afternoon, so that's why it's darker. But then from the other side, we have the TV I shall be watching Floss tube on. I've come up, well, me and Mum came up with an ingenious way to hide those wires because they drive me mad, but you'll see that in good time. And then here there's a walk-in closet, which at the moment is a mess. Ironing board, that's a vacuum, you know, carpet washer thing, vacuum cleaner, which I need to replace the belt on. The belt broke today. That's a bag of Emmy's clothes I found in the drawers. Load of cat food. That's my big art file that's got all my finishes that I've never FFO'd in. And here at the moment we've just got some drawers which Emmy was using for clothes, and there's some random rubbish. And more random rubbish, and the overkill of the polyfibre fill stuff that I accidentally made. But yeah, anyway, all this will be sorted out. I would love to have proper shelving in there, but I'm afraid I just can't afford that. So I've come up with a makeshift way of doing some shelving, which I'll do. I've bought some lights, some light touch lights to put on so I can see in there better. Oh, here's Daisy Moo. Hey Daisy, you going investigating? Okay. yeah, unfortunately there's nothing I can really do with the vacuum cleaner and the carpet cleaner because there's just nowhere else for them to go. But yeah, but that, oh, I was going to shut that door then, Daisy's in there. But that's it, that's the craft room so far. That's your first view of it. Mum spent ages in here today cleaning it, and on Friday when she comes, today's Tuesday, when she comes on Friday we'll begin moving stuff in. Hey Pops, what do you think? Yeah, is it good? Okay, well, I'll see you in a few seconds. It'll be a few days for me. Bye bye. Right, it is now Friday, 20th of September, and Mum is just about to start moving everything into my craft room. I'm injured today, as well as my usual fatigue, which has been absolutely through the roof at the moment. I've hurt my back. I think it was when I was sleeping on the settee yesterday, and yeah, and I'm in absolute agony with it. So Mum doesn't want me to do anything at all, but I can't sit here and watch her do all the work, so I'm carrying the lighter things through. So at the moment we're in my room and we've got all that stuff there to move in, plus we've just moved some stuff out of one of the wardrobes, which is all there. So yeah, so we're just going to pile it all in the craft room, and then gradually I'll get it all sorted out. Right, we are now several hours later, and this is what my craft room currently looks like. A bomb site. But there is an awful lot of work that's gone into that. Got some things on my shelves, well some things were already there, but I've put my gold collection kits, Dimensions gold collection kits up there. My mini fridge is now in my room. My hot water boiler is next to it, but that needs cleaning and everything first. That's just rubbish at the moment, well, apart from my full set of Tombos, although there's one missing somewhere, but we'll find that. My sewing desk is there under the window. My chair will go in that corner, but it's still currently in that box there. That's my lamp, my new lamp. And yeah, we've started sorting in this cupboard. I've got a couple of lights, sticky lights, stick-on lights to go up yet. Mum's going down for some batteries. Unfortunately, I have to keep my Hoover and my carpet cleaner in here. There's nowhere else for it, as well as big bags of cat food. But I made these shelves out of cardboard boxes. I've got loads of picture frames there. Those are all my Millennium frames and Q snaps. Got some wadding behind there. At the bottom there is all my Haid kits. And I've got my iron is in there, and just a couple of spare drawers at the moment, but all those drawers there are all spare. So yeah, I'm just gradually over the next few days going to get it all sorted. Right, it's now Sunday the 22nd of September, and I've made some progress on the room. I'm not going to do a full tour until it's finished. Please ignore the state of the carpet, but my Hoover's broken. Natalie's picking me up a new one on Wednesday, so I can't do anything with the carpet at the moment. But still looks a mess, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely. I can only do so much at any one time because of my energy levels, or lack thereof. That's my new Larry frame, another purple one. I got a specially commissioned purple corner clamp as well. TV adverts. Yeah. Right, it's now Wednesday the 26th of September, and I'm using my craft room for the first time. So here's the tour. So as we go in, bear in mind it's only a teeny tiny room. You can get a full view there. I've got my stitching chair there, my sewing table, then I've got a desk for my other bits and bobs. So I've got the shelves up here, which I already had, even though it was Emmy's room, I did already have my like kits and stuff in here. I've got like all my books there, which are like cross stitch, crochet and knitting books, and I've got my Dimensions Gold collection. Then they're my specialty threads, and then all my colouring books. There, then down here I've got my printer. It's a Wi-Fi printer, so I don't need it attached to the computer. Then I've got a little desk tidy, which I haven't had a desk tidy since I was a teenager. Put a few bits in. My cutting board, not just a few bits I need to sort out. Cutting board there. Got a telephone, because I still have a landline. I've got my Tombow pens there. This is the important bit. That's my hot water brewer, like my kettle. Some of my cross stitch mugs, tea bags, and I've got my mini fridge, which has I've got milk in it for my tea, which is there, and some milkshake drinks and some bottles of water, and a can of cherry Pepsi Max. I've got an Alexa in here because I've got one in every room. Those are some patterns I pulled out of some magazines that I just need to sort out. I've not got around to doing that yet. Then we have my sewing table with my sewing machine, and I want to make a nice new cover for my sewing machine. I used one of these mason jars to put all my buttons in. My buttons were just in a plastic bag. I put my buttons in a mason jar. Then my other mason jar has my oats in, which those oats are actually 5 years old and I've still not filled it. But that's because I'm so frugal, I think, with my thread, and plus they're all squished down in there. But yeah, that's 5 years worth of oats. And a cup of tea, important thing. And this is where I'm stitching. Got my lamp there. The foot of this chair comes up, which is nice. I've got my best buy ever, my Floss buddy. So I've got all my Haid colours next to me there, and covering up the pattern. There's my Haid that I'm stitching on. And next to that I have a craft trolley, which down here in this box I've got my Mill Hill kits, and I've got my Floss buddies there with my travel projects in. I made up a little sewing box with some bits and bobs in. I still need to put my peels in. And then I've got a top for the craft trolley, and I've just got a few bits and bobs in there, some books, and I keep my remote controls in there. On here at the moment, this is something I've been meaning to FFO for 2 years, and I bought the frame before I even finished it, and I've still not FFO'd it, so I'm determined to do that. Just have a look on the wall. I did that for Emmy not long after she was born, because this room used to be pink and yellow. So I've put that back up on the wall. Then over there, my auntie did that for my 18th birthday. And it was my auntie really who sort of got me into cross stitching. So put that back on the wall. It's not been on the wall since I lived at home. And then zoom out again. Lastly, over here, well, not quite lastly, there's my TV. Oh, hang on, it's going to turn itself off. Where's my remote control? Got my TV so I can watch Floss Tube up there. I used this bag because all my wires were all hanging down and looked ugly, so I put them in my Stitching Time bag. That is my Floss Tube bag, so anything I've got to show for my next Floss Tube video goes in there. Oh, and at the back of the door I put some hangers up there, and I've just hung all my tote bags that currently aren't in use. So then in here, this is a walk-in closet. So I put a little light, which had just fallen off actually when it went in a second ago. I put a little light up there. So I've got my ironing board, that's my carpet washer, my new vacuum cleaner, cat food because there's nowhere else to put it. That file has got all my old FOs in it. And over here I've got a great big bag of fibre filling. That has got my whips in it, all 2 of them. And then that box has just got all my various size Millennium frames and a few bits and bobs to do with my Millennium frames. And then this is my knitting box. So I've got all my wool, in there, and my knitting needles in that one, and that's my current knitting bag. Drawers, don't think there's anything exciting in here. That bottom one, it's just got some stuff in for the carpet washer around in there as well. And then I've just got various frames in here. Some have got things in, some haven't. A few more frames there. And I didn't realise I had so many frames. Now, those 2 boxes are my master DMC collection, and those are the 12 threads. And then all these others I condensed. I managed to get rid of 4 boxes. These are like my spare DMC, so I use those before I use my master set. And I've got some Anchor and Madeira threads in there. Those are like my Krynic and Petite Treasure braid. And then up there, that's the box that's got, you know, that bead box thing. Got all my beads in there. That's a tonic, that guillotine thing. And that's some like wadding or batting, I think you call it, for other things. Oh, so I'm out to puff now. Oh, I'll just show you the cross stitches I've got up there. I don't know why I did that, and I don't like it. I'm not really a Halloween person, although I like the black cats, but that was from, is it Bent Creek? What they call Stony Creek, who do the magazines, and they do the free pattern a month. That was from them. And cross stitch wise, I did that. It was for a butterfly Sal. So I did that, and then, sorry to make you seasick over here. These are what couple of people did for me when I was in hospital having my big operation a few years ago. Got a butterfly and a lovely carousel horse which has got beads on it and everything. So I put those up there. So that is my craft room. It's a tiny room, but it's cosy. Right, I was realising when I filmed my video for my craft room that I didn't show you these drawers, but please excuse the mess on there. The iron is because I'm determined to FFO my 2-year-old Christmas piece, and also I've got my, where's my finger? There, I've got my breakfast going over there. So, but yeah, these drawers, right, in here, that's just that's all my card making stuff in there. This is just a general sort of one of those drawers where you stuff things where you don't know where else to put things. I've got some fine liners, that's some chunky like fibre tip pens, those are finer ones. That's fixing spray for when I do pastels. I've got pastels under there somewhere. Paintbrushes, yeah, a few various bits and bobs. And that's just paper and plastic wallets and printer cartridges. I've got this one. This is mainly my colouring drawer. Those are all my pencils. That's my full set of polychromos, and those are some cheaper pencils. And then this drawer and the next drawer down, it's all art books that I've got to work through. This is like this is sort of like my journal, my colouring journal, which I just use like that. That's my full set of polychromos. Some colour wheels. Well, you know, get the drill. What's like another? Oh, that's shading for my polychromos. Like you do lighter, medium, and heavy, and that's how how the different colours come out. And that's just some ideas of some things that I've coloured and how I've liked them. Yeah, that's all that's in there at the moment. And lovely Lisa Parker piece there. I think I've actually got that as a chart ready to do. And that's some more of those booklets I've got to work through. Those art therapy ones will take me a lifetime. Right, then over here, these are all my material drawers. Well, I think apart from this top one, which just has again various bits and bobs in them. My label printer, hot glue gun, spare label printer cartridges, loads of highlighters. My do for my bobs, I forgot what they're called. And here, this is my random material drawer where there's like bits of paper. There's 14 count, 25 count. There's various bits, bobs, and some offcuts. And then this is my first 28 count drawer. I have decided in the new year I am actually going to cancel my fabric clubs, which I don't really want to do, but I've got more fabric than I'm ever going to need. And up here we've got more 28 count, absolutely packed full. And then here we've got 32. Sorry, it's on the 32 count on there. And then this bottom drawer, which isn't the easiest to get into, but this is my material drawer. This is the sewing box. Oh, Poppy's come to have a look at that. But it's got like that load of felt. I can't really get to it, but it's got other materials for like finishing bits. Those are just a load of different coloured threads. I haven't opened that yet. And that's those drawers. So I'll take you back to your regular programme. Hey Pops, he's just turned my printer on. Just turned the printer on. What have you done, Pops? Yeah, she just don't like that. Did you like it? It's such a cosy room. It's so quiet in this room because like outside this window there isn't really anything. It's just the backs of other houses, and during the daytime, you know, kids are at school, people are at work. It's really quiet. And as well, because it's all these are solid built houses. They were built in the 1890s and they knew how to build houses. You know, they're really solidly built houses, so that it's all brick, so you just can't hear anything, and it's so cosy. It's bright because it gets all the sun in the morning. In fact, my lamp is there, and when the sun's out I don't need my lamp because it's so bright, but I just love it. I absolutely love it. I could stay in here all day, but my mum insists that I should go downstairs. You know, be like a normal person, I suppose. But yeah. So the last thing I'm going to come to is a giveaway, because I have another giveaway. Last month I showed you a kit that I bought, and when I received it I realised I'd already got it, because face it, we all do that, don't we? But it'd come from Casa Sonina in Italy and I couldn't be bothered sending it back, so I thought I would pass on the opportunity to one of you guys. So it's by Heritage Crafts, and it's one of the Crazy Cat Lady series, and this is In Bed with the Crazy Cat Lady, and this is literally me in my bed. Same hair, glasses, I've got a bed like that. Well, it's not got a cat on it, but you know, it's got ends like that. And yeah, sometimes there's cats in the drawers. I have a bedding box at the bottom. There's definitely cats all over my bed. No cats on my walls actually, funnily enough, but yeah. Now this, because it either comes with a 14 count Ada or a 27 count even weave. And this is the even weave version. Now of course you can swap it because it's a full kit, all kitted up, it's all sorted for you. Nice large print chart. If you did want to swap the fabric out, that's great, but I would say don't disregard white fabric, because sometimes I find little designs, well not little, but designs like this which are quite cartoony, I think they look great on white, to be perfect. I mean, saying that, my on holiday with the Crazy Cat Lady, which I'm going to take on holiday with me, I am actually subbing out the material because I just think it'll look nice on like a blue. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you must use the white, but you know, I think white's passed over too quickly these days, personally. So yeah, but anyway, this kit is up for grabs, and I've been trying all morning to think of a good question or something that you can write in the comments, and everything I come up with seems to be animal related, but I have come up with something that isn't animal related. So usual terms apply. Please don't mention giveaway, please don't mention stuff. I can't think, honestly, in my head. But yeah, you know the usual stuff. But yeah, don't put giveaway in the comments because I will have to delete it because I don't want it going to somebody who's just going to have it and then sell it. I would really like you to stitch it if you have it. And hey, we could do a stitch along. I got it. So yeah. So yeah, in the comments, if you could please tell me, other than cross stitching, what's your favourite hobbies? Like for me, I've recently developed a love of knitting. Didn't bring my knitting in to show you. 2 seconds, I'll grab my knitting. Back. Right, there's not much knitting wise, so don't get excited because I've just been so focused on my cross stitch this month. But I did make my first cowl. It needs washing and blocking. It will be big. It's lovely and soft. But I did this using Tina's Simpling Stitches, who I'll link below, using her tutorial. I need to sort my ends out yet. And I did those on circular needles as well. But yeah, it needs blocking, but I made my first cowl. It's just all in, well, I don't know what you call that stitch. Is that garter stitch? Yeah, where, because I was knitting it in the round, I had to do like 1 round of knit, then 1 round of purl, 1 round of knit, and it knit up in a couple of hours. It was that easy. The only other thing I got to show you, I've been following tutorials, like learning how to do different stitches, and I think this is called a bubble stitch. And I did that because I want to do lots of little squares and then just sew them all together into a blanket, you know, with different stitches on. A bit like what Brian Blitzstitch is doing actually for his daughter's Afghan. But yeah, but that's all I've got to show you knit wise, because I've just been excuse me, so focused on my stitching. But yeah, for the giveaway, other than stitching, what's your favourite hobby? Just let me know in the comments below. And again, I'm not going to give you an exact date, but it will be round about the 31st of October, Halloween. Hopefully I'll film my video on that day, so that will be the cut-off. And yeah, you could be in with a chance to win this and do a stitch along with me. I think that's it. So I don't know how long this video is going to be because I've got lots of editing in to do. But yeah, I always forget to say thank you. You know, thank you for watching, thank you for your likes, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I know I never have much to show you because my aim is to have 1 project up here and 1 project downstairs. But I'm just so addicted to my my Haid. I didn't even tell you, did I? My mini Haid, the Haid mini butterfly pink, which I stitch 2/1 on 18 count Ada. I always forget that bit, so I'm really sorry. But yeah, thank you so much for watching me. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subscribes. Thank you, and good luck with the giveaway. And I'll see you again at the end of October. Bye.